Hi, I'm Amanda with Amanda Energy, and today we're doing a quick tip of a pose breakdown for bridge pose. I've got 4 tips for you today to make this pose more comfortable and easy, and I've got a little bonus at the end if you want to use it for off the mat strengthening of the glutes and low back. As a review, bridge pose looks like this. You start lying on the back, feet under knees, shoulders under heart. You lift the hips off the earth and focus on a gentle back bend through the heart and low back. To start, my tips for you: begin the back bend before you leave the earth. So while you have the spine on the ground, walk shoulder blades close to the spine. See how my heart already creates a curve. Think of tilting the pelvis as if you could do a little roll, right? Dragging tail towards back of heart. See how low back creates a strong arch? And then you've already got the shape that you need to lift off the ground. Second tip has to do with protecting the throat. You'll notice as I start modeling this pose, I'll stop looking at the camera. Once you lift your hips, your head becomes slightly weight bearing, and you want to keep gaze towards the sky. If you have any tension through the throat, add a little pressure through forehead as if it's pressing back of skull lightly into the earth, and try and soften that tension. The tension becomes really big, lower your hips in space. Okay, we've created our back bend. We have a light pressure through the head. As we lift hips off the ground, the third tip is focus on the rib cage, not the pubic bone. Sometimes people thrust pelvis straight up towards the sky. I'm suggesting you focus on heart, move towards the chin. Let me show that again. Pelvis to sky, heart to chin. It's a subtle visual difference, but I feel a big difference in where the effort is. And suddenly the back of my heart has a lot more room. I'm able to broaden through collarbones. I like to think of it like an accordion lengthening parallel to the earth, and creates a lot of space behind the heart. And the final tip has to do with those glutes. It's very tempting to press down and thrust and hold, squeeze tight with the back body, but try softening the glutes. Imagine your tailbone is an apple at the very tip of a tree branch and is just hanging a little bit lower than the branch itself. Let your high points be the knees or maybe the ribs, depending on how much heart opening you have available, and see if you can get glute effort down to 25 or 50% instead of 100%. All right? Whew. Now, as for that bonus, if you're actively trying to work the back part of the legs and stabilize and strengthen the low back, that first tip, creating the back bend on the earth, is already engaging your back muscles, making them work. And as you lift the hips, you still move heart towards chin, but you think of actively pressing through heels, a little bit more through balls of feet as if your shins are moving forward, and just take it slow. As you come down, imagine heels dragging back. This will engage the back of the legs, the gluteus, and a little bit of the low back, and allow these lifts and lowers to help strengthen and perhaps counteract desk chair pose from sitting too long, while still keeping you safe and controlled. And of course, you can always pause, counter pose with a hug of knees to chest, letting low back lengthen, and take a break when you're feeling done or complete. All right, so to review, start your back bend on the earth, already engaging all the back muscles. Protect your throat with a little pressure through back of the head, and don't turn your gaze once you've lifted the hips. When you lift hips, you're actually thinking of sending heart towards chin instead of hips towards sky, and allow the glutes to relax around that tailbone, hanging it softly. And then as that bonus, if you're using this as an exercise, take your time nice and slowly. Use the heels and toes against the earth as a slight press when you lift and a slight pull when you lower, to engage the back channel of the body without overworking it. All right. That's been your quick tip for a pose breakdown with Amanda Energy. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what other poses you would like to see. And if you're watching on my website, you can email me the same information at yoga@amanda-energy.com. Thanks so much. Have a great day.